Gather up your projects, settle in your favorite spot. It's time to stitch with Sarah at her stitchy Camelot. Let's celebrate each other, this community we've got. It's time to get down to Sarah's stitchy spot.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. Welcome to my FlossTube channel, where we will discuss and celebrate all things cross-stitch. Grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and join me
at Sarah's stitchy spot.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is FlossTube number 90. I would like to take this moment to welcome each and every one of you to my FlossTube channel. As I do at the beginning of every video, I want to send love, hugs, and kisses to my husband Stan for writing and performing the intro song that you just heard. And I also want, I hope that you will make it to the end of the video, or you can just go there. Stan has prepared a little something just to wish you all a happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas. Well, we both feel that all of you have had such a big part in our lives this year with all of your kindness and your prayers and your good thoughts. So there is something at the end of the video from Stan to say thank you. So I would like to take this moment to welcome each and every one of you to my FlossTube channel. If you are new, I hope you'll like what you see, that you will subscribe, ring the bell, share, and like, and do all the things that we do on FlossTube. This is a time of year when there is such an abundance of goodness to be seen through FlossTubes and daily Flossmas. And so I know that there's so much out there. So try to get to as much of it as you can. So, and for all my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to come back. I have a huge apology. I don't think I've ever gotten quite this behind in my answering my comments, but I'll just keep plugging away until we get it done. But please know that I always read them to make sure there isn't anything really pressing that I should answer. But I love our conversations and I love your comments. So I hope that you'll keep leaving them because they mean so much to me. So we're going to do today a little bit different. I'm going to start with, I want to show you the incredible things that have been in the historical sample or Advent box. And I have them spread out. So I'm going to show those quickly. And because this has been very exciting for me. I've never had a stitchy type Advent box to open. And so I want to share those with you. And it is a box that sells out quickly. I think they really start getting the next one ready to go out around July. So make sure that you sign up for their newsletter and you'll get all the information. But I just want to show you the amazing things, and they may not be exactly in order. But the first thing is a fully finished, and this was from this was day 4, I think, the chart. I did do this on my own fabric. It's a 36 count. I think it's a little scrap of eucalyptus by Fox and Rabbit. But as you all know, I'm quite enchanted with birds right now. And so I started this and finished it. It's got the backing, and it has been hanging on my tree, so I will put it back. Okay, so let's look. This is, like I said, we're just going to go. This is day 9, and it is, look at this darling little needle minder. And this is day 10. I did want to get them out of the box because, out of the little paper bags so that you wouldn't have to hear that. This darling little critter, I think it's a moose, to hang on the tree. Day 11 was a beautiful package of gold-plated size 26 needles. Okay, oh, sorry. Day 8 was another new pattern, which is the reindeer snow globe, and the fabric comes with that, and there is a package in here that has all of the threads, and then even a little easel and a piece of canvas to mount it on to finish it. So that is day 8. This is day 12, which December 12th is my mother's birthday, so that's special. And this was the Noel hoop, which is so cute. The hoop came with it, and the black Ada. So that was day 12. Day 13 is this gorgeous, look at this ribbon. It is velvet ribbon in red that can be used for so many things. I'm not positive if it's used as part of the finishing in some of the patterns, but day 14 was this seam ripper, and that is from Merchant and Mills. And it's a really good size. I know it's hard to see, but so seam ripper. Day 15 were these incredibly cute little buttons, and there's actually a Christmas tree back there with stars on top. Day 16 is Mr. and Mrs. Snowman, and you get the beautiful blue fabric to go with that. And I think the finishing supplies are in the bag that I talked about. Day 17, this is fabulous. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. It's a little heart. Won't that be cute in a little sewing box? And then, you know, this is day 5, but look at the red scissors, and their scissors are fabulous, nice and sharp. Day 7 is this sweet little mouse, another really cute thing to go on the tree. Look how sweet. And then day 6 was this generous container of beads in Christmas colors. And I think we're up to date. And this, I only opened them up till the 17th. This video will post on the 19th, so I don't think I'll have spoiled anyone's surprises. So now, the other thing that I received from Historical Sampler Company was this is the December cotton and twine box, and it is fabulous. I showed pictures of it last time, but this way I can show you everything that comes in the box. But this is the pattern, and this will be, as I explained last time, there's going to be a series of these. So in November, I think it was, and this is Crochet Go-Go, and there is foxes that she did. And then, so now we've got the owls, and they are making it where all of these will be available to get. And then there is this darling, look at that, needle minder. There is this is the twine to go around for the finishing. You can see that there. There is a bag of candy, and this is Prosecco Rosé gummies. That's very interesting. Oh, I dropped the needle minder. And then there's the tea bag, and the fabric for the backing. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And of course, the fabric and the color palette for the stitching. Look at those colors. So that is the December cotton and twine box. And so if you remember, you can get either the box, you can get the thread, fabric, and chart, or you can get just the PDF of the chart with your subscription. And you can pick and choose. You can pause your subscription if you don't think that you would stitch the current offering. And they are still offering the discount for if it's your first purchase for which is first 15, and I will run that across for 15% off. And this box is available until December 31st. It went on sale on December 1st and will be good through December 31st. So again, Joanne and Suzanne, thank you so much. They are so kind to share these boxes with me, and so that I can share them with you. And I know so many of you have let me know that you have purchased charts and you're stitching on them. So thank you for that. And again, thank you, Joanne and Suzanne, for your incredibly great products. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop. I will clear this up. I will come back and we will proceed with our regular floss tube. Okay. Okay, we're back, and we will kind of now go into the order of things that I generally do. My table is freed up a little bit, so here we go. One thing I wanted to do right off the bat, last time as I was talking about crow's feet stitching, if those of you that noticed, I said crow's feet landing quite a few times. I did a play. It was one of the first plays I was in, so it has a lot of memories for me. And it was called Crow's Feet Landing. And no, it was actually called Crow's Landing Gently, Gently. That was the name of the play. So in my addled brain, I kept saying Crow's Feet Landing instead of stitching. So I wanted to, and Ruthie, I'm so sorry about that, but I did, put the link down below correctly. So hopefully all of you were able to get over to Ruthie's Etsy store, as well as Cheryl's at Curry Cross Stitch. And we will go into those winners for those giveaways in just a few minutes. Second, Jingle Ball was fabulous. And I met and got to spend time with so many wonderful people, and you all know who you are. I am not even going to try to say the names because I will leave someone out, and everyone meant the world to me, especially those of you that I met for the first time. But I did have a buddy, Lois, and it was her first Jingle Ball, and let me tell you, did she take wing and fly. We texted back and forth, and I would say I'm in this room, or we're going here, or we're doing that. And by the second day, she was already whip speed dating. How about that? So Lois, it was really great to spend the weekend with you at the Jingle Ball. And I'm so glad that you had a good time and you made lots of new friends. And isn't that what it's all about? So again, thank you. Thank you to Stephanie and all Jason and all of their staff for an incredible weekend of virtual stitching and building community. Okay, next, and in that, Muriel, if you're out there watching, Muriel wants to start Jessie Challenor for her birthday in February. So I might be doing that with you, Muriel, so we'll see. And then I had a little thank you. Eli of Thick Threads, and I'll have him listed below. I was watching his whip parade, and he was talking about, I think there's a thing that's kind of happening where people save their longer threads instead of just throwing them away, and they're making incredible charts. I showed you, I think, a picture of, it was Kathy, and she had done a piece just with the long threads that she had saved, and it was fabulous. So, but I wasn't really sure how to do that, and I was watching Eli, and he showed. So I took the thread keeper, thread bed, out of Alicia, who is Upper Meadow Design Company, and she had made this beautiful chart for me, beautiful project bag. And so what he does is he puts the long threads in this, and so they're in one place. So I'm just going to keep this by me, and so what a fabulous idea. I mean, I guess over time it would get full, and you might have to get another thread bed and just keep those going. But Eli, thank you so much for that. Okay, let's go to, we're going to restart Zooms. So that Zoom, the next Zoom will be January 12th. So I will record my video again on December 31st. And so the next Zoom meetup will be January 12th from 12 to 2 Pacific Standard Time. That is a Sunday on, that's when it'll be. So I'm going to ask you all if you will please put Zoom in your comment if you would like to be a part of that. And I will call out 10 names on the next video, and we'll get those restarted for the year. I have missed all of you, and I'm really looking forward to getting those restarted. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the giveaways. Okay, so the first giveaway is going to be a chart from Crow's Feet Stitching. This is to promote international designers, and Ruthie graciously offered a chart for you to that you can choose. And so the winner, and the word was crow, is Marion Van de Sand 6382, and I will be running that across. And if you see the comment, you will notice I just love what Marion does. She helps me with pronunciations for words, and so let's try the one that she wrote about in the last comment was Sud Ide, which is the designer of I'm pretty sure GH 1857. So anyway, so thank you so much, Marion. And if you will send me your email address and the chart that you would like to have from Crow's Feet Stitching, I will get that off to Ruthie, and Ruthie will get that off to you. And then Cheryl from Curry Cross Stitch also offered a chart, and the winner of that is Anita Phelps 8663. So Anita, I am pretty sure I have your email address, but I do need you to go and look and see which chart that you would like, and if you will email me, I will get that off to Cheryl. So thank you both to Cheryl and Ruthie. Your charts are fabulous, and I look forward to seeing many more in the coming years. Now, I want to do a giveaway that's going to be a little different for this FlossTube. And what that is Bobby, and you know who you are, sent me a huge box last Christmas to open 12 days of Christmas. And I had never done that. And I didn't realize that they started on the 25th. And it was so joyful. She had made so many things, and a lot of the ornaments are on my tree now. And the one thing she encouraged me to do was to do it for someone else. This year just kind of got away from me with everything that was going on. So I want to do it for one of you. So if you will put Advent in the your comment, I will choose someone, and we will, and I will over the year be pulling things for a box to send for the 12 days of Christmas. I have to pause just 1 minute. We have some workers, and so I've got that have just arrived. They said 1 o'clock, and it's not 1 o'clock. But anyway, we'll see if I can keep going, and if not, I'll just pause and get back to you. But anyway, so the Advent box. So if you will put Advent in your comment, if you would like to be a part of that, I'm going to keep this to U.S. only, and it always breaks my heart to say that, but in not knowing how big the box might be or heavy the box might be, and not knowing, having a magic crystal ball to look into to know what will be going on with shipping internationally. I'm going to keep that to the United States. So, okay, so that is the giveaway. And so remember that you need to be 18 or older to legally give me your address. And please don't use words like freebie, prize, giveaway, any of those words that would attract the trolls and the bots. So, well, there was Stan doing a little photo bomb. Okay, he's busy with the people that are coming here, so I don't think I can entice him to come back. All right, so let's do shares. We do have 3 people that sent in shares, and so let's get those because they are absolutely fabulous. So the first set is from Anka, dear Anka, and she has sent Merry Gentleman by Plum Street Samplers. This is a 2024 exclusive. She stitched it on a 36 count opalescent marbled steel by XJU Designs. Her next one is Sweater Weather by Brenda Gervais, and she stitched these on 40 count with a thread conversion, and she finished this as an ornament. Next is the Winter Stag Needle Book by Chessie and Me, and she stitched this on a 36 count opalescent Ruins linen from Barbara's Creations. The next one is Chillery Snowdrop Collection 2008 by Just Nan, and she stitched that on a 32 count opalescent white. And finally, oh, and I love this one, Christmas Swan by Brenda Gervais, which she stitched on 40 count linen with the charted threads. And how inspirational for the holiday season. And Anka, thank you so much for being a part of my FlossTube. Jean sent Always You by Heart in Hand, and this was a wedding gift, and she stitched it on a 28 count needle bling spellbound linen, and she used the call for threads and beads. And then her second piece was a collage piece that she made to thank her orthopedic therapist after she suffered a fall in which Jean fractured her left elbow and humerus. So she said that it probably took longer to chart the phrases than it did to stitch the whole piece, but I know that your orthopedic therapist will really appreciate that, and it'll be lovely for her to hang in her office. And then finally, this is magnificent. Desiree sent in her finish of Quaker Christmas 2 by Bygone Stitches, and she stitched this on a 36 count sparrow with the called for Gentle Arts threads, which were blue spruce and currant. She stitched all of the currant 1X at a time to highlight the beautiful variegation in the thread. There was a total of 33,000 stitches. So, I love that we have started doing this together, and I love sharing all of your stitching. And I look forward to 2026 and lots more to share. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Okay, so I think, boy, that just feels weird, but I think we're ready to go into what I have been doing. And I did want to show you that I have a, okay, we're going to have to stop until the working gets done because that'll be too noisy. So I'll be back. Well, let's see if I can remember where I was. I think I was going actually into my stitching. So let's do that. So I had a fully finish. I just did want you to see Aria's framed burr sampler, and I will be taking that over there because we're going to spend some time with them this weekend. So I know if I straighten it up, it's going to be. But anyway, very cute. And I like this color of frame much more than the one that I had previously. So that is the burr sampler. And then I had a finish of what I call Candle Santa. So this one now is done. So I have 2 of these that I need to make into ornaments. This is from book 88 of the Prairie Schooler. This is on a 36 count hog bristle, and I'm using the called for colors, except I am using the floche for the white, which I really like. So that one is done, and I did get some project bags made, and so this is one with this little vintage fabric, and then I made the little needle minder. I don't use them, but I just think they're so cute on the, so that, and then I have another one that I'll show when I go through my works in progress. Okay, so I think that's where we are. And I have a few, so let's dive in. Okay, so my first one, I'm gonna pull this chair just a little bit closer, is Lit. So a lot of Christmas stitching by the Artsy Housewife. And I was pretty happy with my progress on this. I'm stitching this on a 40 count maple bar by Cedar River Designs. And I'm using the called for overdyed floss. And this is my progress. So dangling threads is just because that, you know, that border is, but I got the border done all the way here. So these 2 filled in. I took this green across and down, and I think that's what I did so far. So that is Lit, but it's coming, and I really enjoy it. I won't have it for this Christmas, but anyway. So that's Lit by the Artsy Housewife. I have really done a good job this year of getting some, you know, Christmas project bags made. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, my next one, and this is will also be the other project bag I made. So this is Merry Santa by Teresa Kogut. I am stitching this on a 36 count Cola by XU Designs with the call for DMC. And you know, I think it's really interesting. Last time I showed this, I had made a mistake. So I had to take these out and re-put them in. So that, and I'm still not using the correct color. I just realized. So, but it's gonna stay. So this is my progress. So that Mary should be in black. And you pull that out. So what I got done is I got this wreath completed. I got the 25 in, I got his glove here, and I still have to take this out completely and restitch it in its correct spot. So that is, so it's, well, there's still a lot of red in his coat to go, but yeah, I really enjoy it. So that's Merry Santa by Teresa Kogut. And I will show you its project bag. I'm so happy. I love this vintage vintage material. So there's the front and the back. And Corinne, I tried. I mean, I did what you said. I think the prints are just too far apart to actually show that. But I did cut them the way you, that's Corinne of Corey Creates. She put up a fabulous tutorial for making project bags. And so, okay. Next we have Holly by Not Forgotten Farm. and Trisha of Preb409 on Instagram, her finish of this has always inspired me. So I got that started last time, and I'm stitching it on a 40 count sepia by Cedar River linen. And I'm using, oh, I actually did, this is one I did a Roxy Flossco conversion to get the colors a little brighter. So I got the bird almost finished, and the little twig with the berries in his mouth. So I know it doesn't look a whole lot different than last time, but there was a lot of white in that bird to get stitched. So, but I'm so glad to have it started, because then next Christmas, and I will work on it again this year, but next Christmas it'll be all ready to go and add stitches. And it is also in one of the project bags I've made this year. And Annie's here having a visit, so I'm going to give her a little scratch there. So this is my Whip Go for the month of December, and that is Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. And I am stitching it on a 36 count vellum by Picture This Plus, and I'm using the called for overdyed floss. And I did start this for Leanne's Legacy. Barb from Lost in Floss started this stitch along, and so this was the piece I chose to start. I'm pretty sure her birthday was August 24th, if I remember correctly. So I just jumped all over on this one because I was having so much fun. So let's see, I got the windows put in, these maroon windows. I did the greenery all the way across, and then I put this little marine thing, and I filled in more of the bowl, and I filled in more of the pumpkin, and I got a Feast of in. So it's only had one of its 3 days for the month of December, but yeah, I'm very happy about that. And I will have a lot of fabric left when this is done, which is exciting. And this, just because you haven't seen it in a long time, is a beautiful bag that was made by Anna of Curious Crafters. And just look, oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. And I enjoy it, and I think of you and Carolyn so much in the wonderful visit we had. Oh my goodness, was that 3 years ago? Whew. 2 years ago. All right, my next project is, oh, I just had to pull this out. This is The Cloud of Sweetness by Modern Folk Embroidery. And I was watching, oh, my dear friend Phoebe, on Moonshine Stitchery, and she was working on this, and you know, you just see it and you just want to work on it. And that's one of the joys of having so many works in progress, because you can just go get it and put some stitches in it. So I am stitching this on 40 count linen that happens to be called My Stitchy Spot. So it is a piece of fabric that Phoebe designed or dyed for me, so on my birthday. So this is my progress. I'm using the Call for DMC, and so I got this completely finished, and I just love how lacy that looks. And then I've started over here, so not a whole lot. Oh, I did take the border across too as well. So look at that beautiful piece of fabric. So that is A Cloud of Sweetness from Modern Folk Embroidery. Okay. And it is also living in a project bag that I have made recently. So it's a very bright fabric. Next, we have another Christmas piece, and that is Red Berries by Modern Folk Embroidery. And I am stitching this on a piece of 36 count Exceptional Eleanor by those missing stitches, and I am using the Roxy Floss Co. Dark Sage and Cheeky. And so I was really happy. I got the inside of the border all the way around with, I mean, the greenery part. So I keep thinking maybe I could have a finish. I don't know. I don't really, I'll have to see how much actual stitching is inside, but I will continue to pick it up through the Christmas holidays. So that is Red Berries by Modern Folk Embroidery. And it is in a project bag I made with Pennsylvania Christmas Deer by Shakespeare's Peddler. And the fabric is also Red Cedar by Cedar River Linen. Okay, next we have my focus piece. So I work on this 7 days until it's done. And that is the Scarlet Letter by, that is Smith Sampler by the Scarlet Letter. So you will see I worked in here, I did some more border work, and I think I've taken that across almost all the way. So I'm stitching it on a piece of 36 count cottage stone by Color and Cotton, and I'm using basically the called for silks. This was kitted up at the attic. So yeah, so my work was primarily on this, working on this, and then taking the border down on that side. So, oh, I love it so much. So that is a Smith Sampler, and it gets 7 days a month until it's done. That is a wonderful idea I got from Karen, the recovering monogamous stitcher. And it finished quite a lot of pieces, making them a focus piece. Okay. Next, we have, I was going to show Aria's stocking, which is A Wildlife Christmas by Cooler Designs. I'm stitching it on a 14 count Aida white with the call for DMC. So we are now in countdown because little Miss Aria will get this for next Christmas. And this one is dangling thread heavy because of the color changes. But I worked, oh my goodness, they really are. I know that's pretty bad. Okay, but I worked primarily putting this garland in on the antlers. Then I came over and I worked on it over here as well. So it's going to be so pretty. And it's really going to really match Vince's stocking in theme and tone. So that is A Wildlife Christmas. I promised Kim, Contented Needleworker, last night that I was going to get this all mapped out so we didn't have to go through the ordeal of listening to me panic for 2 months before Christmas. Okay, my next piece is almost on the floor, is Baldequin Birdies by Modern Folk Embroidery. And I am stitching this on a 25 count mushroom Lugana. Let's make sure that's right. Yeah, light mushroom. And I'm using Pirate and Robin cotton floss in the color Redstone. And I have continued to work over here. So the bird is finished. So I've been working all in this area right here. So both birds are in, so I'm very happy about that. So I really do love this very much. So that is Baldequin Birdies. I encourage you to take a look at Jason X Stitch. Jason is really coming down to a gorgeous finish on his Baldequin birdies. He's showing some discipline to get that done before he starts the 2026 stitch along. Now, this is not finished, but I think you're going to see a finish next time. And that is Birds of a Feather Circle Together. I think if I give this the one more day next Friday, this coming Friday, I think I will have a finish. And I am stitching this on a piece of 36 count love letter by Color and Cotton, and I'm using the called for DMC with the colors from the back of the piece. So as you can see, very close. So, you know, I've got this bird and the greenery right here to do. And I think that I can do that. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is by Mama Loves You GB. And I'm really hoping to be able to show all of you a finish on that next time. Okay. The next piece is another Christmas piece, and that is Merry and Bright by Cottage Garden Samplings. And I am stitching this on a piece of 36 count eucalyptus from Fox and Robin, and I'm using the called for overdyed. And let's see what we've done. I think primarily where I have worked is those outlines were there. So it's this area in here and in here. So trying to take those leaves across. There's still a bit of stitching on this because there's some of those larger leaves yet to do. But I love the little chickadee. So that's Merry and Bright by Modern Folk and by Cottage Garden Samplings. And it is also in a project bag. If you guys have caught it on Instagram or on her FlossTube, Sarah of Sew Me Sarah made a pillow with this, and it is so fabulous. And then the other one, another bigger piece by Historical Sampler Company, and they're just beautiful. So this is my Thursday red sampler stitch, a French Fancy. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 56 count Cafe au Lait with Swasser Fiend in the color 2644. And I think we have the next row complete. We do. And there's only 1, 2, 3. There's only 2 more rows of letters. And then I did work on this border over here, actually. So it's so pretty. And oh, that was the other one I saw. Rebecca of Beck Stitches Everything. She is doing a very different take, but a stunning take on this. And that is the piece of fabric that I don't remember the name of the fabric, but she's doing it in black. And Rebecca, it's just stunning. So my next one is, I think this is Elizabeth Metcalf by Rosie in the Rockies. And we just had a Zoom meeting. There is a Instagram group thread on this if you want to stitch it. If you contact Kim, Contented Needleworker, or Rosie of Rosie in the Rockies, and they can get you hooked up, and you can join all of us and cheer each other on. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 46 count linen. It is Vintage Meadow Rue, and I'm using, for all practical purposes, the called for overdyed floss. And I came down and started let's get those threads out of the way. This motif in here. So I just think those flowers are so unique and so different. And I love the colors. So that's Elizabeth Metcalf by Rosie and the Rockies. And it is living also in one of my project bags. Okay. Oh, this one you should see as a finish, and I'm hoping a fully finish, even though the next time I record will be December 31st and Christmas will be gone. But it is Fairy Reindeer by the Artsy Housewife. This was a Patreon chart. And I just have just the bottom of her dress. She's so cute. I just love her. And I'm going to make her a little pillow. So that is Fairy Reindeer by the Artsy Housewife. And you should see a fully finish on that one. Okay. Oh, and I'm stitching that, I'm sorry, I'm stitching it on a piece, just a scrap of 36 count heirloom lace, and I'm using the Call for DMC. And, oh, what joy, because I worked on this today. This was my second Whip Go call for December, and that is Pandemic. I'm stitching this on a piece of 32 count Lugana in platinum, and I'm using DMC 310 1/2. And I have continued, and I think just about got. So let's look at all of it first, as much as, so there's, whoa, the top. And then we go down, 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 down. So in that bottom corner there, that huge motif, I just have a very little bit, and that one will be finished. So, oh my goodness, I love this. So that is Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. And I will get to work on that some more this afternoon. It's probably, getting up there to be my oldest whip. I think it is my oldest whip now. And then my final piece is my 2 threads a day, and that is Disagree by the Revel Stitcher. And this says, we can disagree and still love each other, unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist. So I am stitching it on a piece of 40 count Ancient by Picture This Plus, and I am using Cottage Garden threads in the color Midnight, and look at this. I am almost done with all the Quaker stuff. So I have been working on this this one and this one down here. So there's some fill in there, but I wanted to go up and do the butterfly. And when I have a little bit of thread left, I try to put a couple of letters in. So I really love this piece. So that's Disagree, and it gets 2 threads a day until it's complete. And those are my works in progress. So not too bad for the last 2 weeks. So let's see, where do we want to go? Oh, I will show you my book of days, which we are just about to complete. And so this is for the month of December. And now I stand at 43 starts and 23 finishes. for this year. So that's pretty good. And I hope to add a couple. So I did make a couple of purchases that I wanted to show you. One is actually a Christmas present from Stan. We tried out two pieces of fabric, and you know I didn't bring the other one. But this is what I'm going to do, Jacob's Little Acorns, which will be the 2026 stitch along. And this is 46 count cream and sugar, milk and honey by Fiber on a Whim. And my light is so good in here, that's very accurate. And I made the decision to do it with the Matisse, which is 125, and it's a painter's thread. So this is 103, and it is over dyed. And the thread was kindly gifted to me by Steph of Lake Girl Stitches. So I'm trying to hold off until January to start this. I'm making no promises. So the other piece of fabric I got was a Fiber and a Whim Moonstone, also in 46 count. And it's a little, has a little more green in it. And so I decided to go with the milk and honey. Yes, milk and honey. And then because, well, there's two things. Oh, well, let's do this one first. Okay, this is Birds and Bees Sewing Roll, Bisque Cornu and Scissor Fob from Stacy Nash. And this is going to be our next stitch along, organized by the fabulous Sarah of Sew Me Sarah for Across the Pond. So I have not chosen my fabric, but I'm going to pull from Stash, and I will use the called for overdyed. So we will start this on January 16th. So I will put the link down below for the Across the Pond group on Facebook. There will be some questions to answer, so you will need to do that. But this is going to be our new stitch along, and I think we're going to have a lot of people, and I'm very excited about it. So thank you, Sarah, for all your organizational skills. I have never done a sewing roll, so I'm very excited about it. So that, I purchased that chart, and then it is by All the Blackbird, right? So I got the Walker Sisters, and this book is just loaded. I did pick up some of the overdyed floss that I didn't have. I have so much of it already. So you can probably look forward to see something getting started in this book as well. So I did make that purchase. So those are the purchases I've made. And then, you know, I wanted to make sure that you knew about the stitch along with Across the Pond. So I think we got through it. Let's do a little recap. So my giveaway for this FlossTube is going to be for the 12 Days of Christmas Advent that I will get together over the next year. I am keeping it to the U.S. because of the size the box might be and whatever postage may incur if I tried to mail it internationally. But Bobby, I'm doing this for you because I want to pass along the generous kindness that you gave me last Christmas that I enjoyed so much. Then we had the two winners, okay? So for the Crow's Feet Stitchery, that will be Marion, and I will have run that across. And for the Curry cross stitch, Anita, and I'll have run your card across. And if you guys will email me your email address, I will get them to with the chart that you would like from the respective Etsy stores, and then they will send those out to you. And then we're going to start our Zooms up again. And the next one will be January 12th. That's a Sunday from 12 to 2 Pacific Standard Time. So please put Zoom in the comment if you would like to join in on that. And I am so excited to get those started. So here we are. This will be my last FlossTube before Christmas, before the holiday that I celebrate. I am aware that there may be many different types of celebration, and Happy Hanukkah. I know that has started. I do want to take a minute to say that my heart goes out to all of those that were affected by the shooting in Australia, and for those parents that lost their children at Brown University. It is something that I cannot imagine that type of loss. So let's all be aware that the holidays are different for everyone, and all we can do is be there for those that need us to be there, and we can love our families and cherish those moments that we have with our families. I want us to keep loving, to keep being compassionate, to have empathy, to be a force that shows the world its beauty as loving each other and being together. This community has taught me so much about that. And I have no words, but I feel so grateful that I have all of you in my life. So if you are new, I hope you liked what you saw, and that you will come back and like and subscribe and ring the bell. For all of you out there, however you celebrate this time, I wish you much joy and much happiness. And I love you. I sincerely love each and every one of you, and I celebrate your friendships. I celebrate your comments. It's just been wonderful. So don't forget, if you've made it this long, to take a look at what Stan had to offer at the end of this. I had hoped he would be in front of the lit Christmas tree, but he's not much for the pomp and circumstance, so it doesn't take away from the beauty. So I've covered everything on the table, so I'm going to ask you to grab your stitching, get comfortable, and stitch what you love. I have no words. So bye-bye until next time.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Yeah. Want to go back?
Mama. Oh, you're on Daddy's back? Come on. Wow, wrong way. Keep coming. Yay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 reindeer?
8 reindeers. 8.